Hey, it's Drew Bennett from Ben Spark Family Adventures back with another video. The folks at Funwhole sent me their new House of Sweets gingerbread house building set for free so that I could build this for you and show you and talk about gingerbread houses for Christmas. I'm doing an article over on Men Who Blog. There'll be a link down below to that article, and it'll talk more about this building set and also gingerbread houses around Christmas time. So let's get into building this set. So the House of Sweets set is this little gingerbread house. It's 986 pieces for ages 8 and up. There we go. The House of Sweets fantasy series. Funwhole has a whole bunch of different sets. I've built a few of them before, and there are a whole bunch of other ones too, but I really thought that this House of Sweets would be a really fun thing to display around our own house. As I open the box, we have this large full-color book on the directions to build. It'll show you how to put the lights and everything else into. This bag has the lights. We'll open that up after. We have all of our pieces in different bags as well. And let's take a look at the lights. I don't know if I explicitly mentioned it, but Funwhole has this unique ability to put in lights seamlessly into your building projects. So we have these packages are lights. They're all numbered so that you can easily add them into the different places. Oh boy, is that head going to be lit up? So there's even bricks inside to light up. And you will see as we build this, we'll have the instructions to put on the lights within the build. We are going to start out and build the base of the House of Sweets with this 16 by 16 base plate. And you can see we have our pieces here. Our pieces are high quality plastic pieces to build our House of Sweets. We are coming along with the base, but I wanted to show you how we now have a mechanical part in the middle that is going to pay off as we go. But we have these gears, and I'm not moving them too much right now, but we have this gear set here that is going to move some things that are part of the House of Sweets. Now our gear setup is all finished. Use this crank here, and that's going to turn a number of things. So there are going to be some interesting moving parts as we go along. Moving along to the second set of bags. So we've emptied out that second set of bags, and this is what we're starting with from bag 1, and this is what we're going to end with bag 2. With bag 2 finished, we now have a little payoff there with the hand crank, where we have this treat going up and down as we turn the crank. So occasionally it will go up and then down, and then we also have more of the base finished here, and we are seeing this start to progress. We are now going to start working on bag 3. So take a look here. Bag 3 is going to end up here. We are going to start putting in some lights as well. We are now at the point of the build where we're going to add our first light. So this is actually in the book it says check light. Either it wants me to check the light, or if it's a light to make sure that everything's working. So we've got the light there, the wire here to where we plug in all the lights, and then also I'm going to plug this into this USB into one of my USB power strips. I can plug it into this that is provided, but I didn't grab any batteries yet. And so here is one light for the House of Sweets, and this is to check that light. So we will make that light, the wire, disappear here and hide that so that the light can be working. When you have a build that's on multiple levels and you really want to be able to connect to one power source, we have a way of connecting the top and the bottom, and that's with this piece here. And I suspect that this piece is also going to be part of that, probably put on top so that the connections are made, and then this wire will go up through the top to another piece like this to connect anything that is connected on the top. That way you can get power all the way to the top, from the top to the bottom, because down here is where you're going to have the output, where we're going to connect to our power source and the USB. This is where we're at after completing bags 1 through 3. We're going to grab the bags labeled 4 and get started on the next level. I've started the upper part of the House of Sweets, and so it looks like we're going to have some stained glass there, some windows, shutters, or maybe a door, and then underneath we have this round piece that is going to attach to the bottom part. But before we do that, we have this piece that we're going to actually stick to it, and then we'll put this and connect the two together. I've now attached the upper part to the lower part, and there's another set of wires and lights that are being added here as well. Those are underneath that plate there. We have the one wire that came up from underneath that is now attached, and if we turn the crank here, that turns the entire top. It's also going to make that side move up, and then over here, that's going to move too. So we've got a lot of movement happening with the hand crank as well. We're starting the bags labeled 5, and we're going to get to this point of the build. We'll move on to our last bag in a moment, but before we do so, just want to show you how this is coming along. So roll that around. Hard to do with one hand. We've added the second story to it, and now when we crank this around, we can see the entire thing. And go left or right. We are down to our last set of bags. So these pieces here, we're going to put together to make the roof. We also have the last bits of lighting, and we're going to add that in as well. I want to point out that I'm especially impressed by this particular type piece that's on here, because it fits underneath perfectly, and it's so thin that it's going to be so easy to put on other pieces and keep it in place. One half of the roof is done. Looks like we got some light up lollipops on the top there, some candy canes. And we're going to do the other side of the roof in a moment. This right here is the power heart of the second floor. It's where we're attaching all of the wires to make all of the lights work on the second floor. I've completed the build of the House of Sweets. As you can see here, we have a couple of little people that you also build and add to it. I'm going to show you what it looks like with the lights on. So here you go. We've got the lights on. We've got light over here on the bottom. We've got lights all the way around. The crank is on the back, so I'm just going to turn it manually. We've got these lollipops on the roof, and I tilted them down so you could see them. They are there. We got 3 colors here, and again, lights all around. You see the candy canes lining the roof, and then we have other colors on this side. Lights on the inside, lights here, underneath. And again, even as this moves around, the lights stay on, and we get that looking really nice. A great little display item for your holiday.
There's so many features of this build that I really, really enjoy. The ability to turn it and still have lights lighting up all over the entire build is super cool. The base is well built, so it's nice and solid. You can move it around to display it. You pick this up and it does not feel like it's going to fall apart at all. The different lights and the way we can hide all the wires, that looks great. I'm very impressed with the mechanical features of it and all of the individual features that you can see with this particular set. It's really, really nice.
I'd like to thank the folks from Funwhole for sending me the House of Sweets. That set is an awesome set, lots of fun to build. It's going to be great to display for the Christmas season. I love how it looks, and I'm really impressed with it. Thank you, Funwhole, for sending me this for free so that I could do this review. I am very grateful. This is Drew Bennett from Ben Spark Family Adventures. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter as Ben Spark, facebook.com/Ben Spark Family Adventures. And you find me here making videos all the time. Thanks for watching.